75% of the earth is water, and up to 65% of the adult human body is water. Without it, we would perish, as would all life on this planet. Water knows you. But do you truly know water? Because of climate change, rainfall has not been plentiful in the past couple of decades in California. As our climate heats up, our water supply is diminishing, and the threat of wildfires is increasing. Ever-present drought and the threat of fire are calling us to action. While communities around us are recovering from the devastation of wildfire, we're being asked to use less water. At the same time, one Firescaping basic tells us to separate the plants in landscape into islands and to keep plants happy, healthy, and hydrated. Do these two calls to action contradict each other? I say no. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up your landscape to achieve both of these practices. Let's start by dealing with using less water. What's the easiest way to do this? Get rid of the lawn and replace it with low-water plants. As your water provider, California American Water has your back on this one. We're now offering our new Turf Exchange rebate program. We'd love for you to consider using our rebate program to transform your high water use lawn into a stunning low water garden. We can convert our water-guzzling lawns into beautiful gardens with climate-appropriate plants and California natives that delight us and use a fraction of the water that grass requires. But to reduce the risk of wildfire, we do need to be diligent about setting up our landscape in such a way as to slow the feeding of the fire as it nears your home, starve it when it gets really close, and reduce the risk of embers igniting the home. This graphic from UC shows a property that is fully at risk for wildfire entering the landscape and swiftly moving toward the house. And this one shows the same property with the risk factors removed. To learn more about these elements, please refer to a handout we've provided you called Resources. Check out this planting plan we created to give you ideas about plant choices and their placement, which you can freely use so that your yard will use much less water and be gorgeous as well. Notice how the islands of planted areas are separated by flagstone walks and pea gravel paths. And the zone closest to the house, called Zone 0, has only pea gravel and no organic mulch, plants, or flammable materials. It even features a rain garden that collects the water from a nearby roof downspout to help keep rainwater on the site. This is a beautiful design that uses low-water plants to fulfill the call to reduce water use on the property. You can use the whole design or take parts of it and plug them into various areas of your landscape. How much less water would this garden use compared to the one with mostly lawn? In Santa Rosa, a yard with 1,500 square feet that consists mostly of lawn uses over 31,000 gallons a year. But that same sized yard with low water plants uses only 7,700 gallons a year. That's 75% less water. How's that for reducing water use in the garden? Now that we've covered the use less water portion, let's move on to keeping plants happy, healthy, and hydrated. We've provided an irrigation plan that features the most efficient method of irrigation there is today. That's drip, but not just any drip. We've designed drip grids that water uniformly and can deliver the exact amount needed by the landscape. People often think it's more efficient to put an emitter or two right at the plant, but that strategy only takes care of the plant when it's newly planted and doesn't provide the water needed by plants for the long term. With a drip grid, we irrigate uniformly and water the whole area. This not only provides for the plant's roots to extend outward in a healthy and robust way, but also nurtures the organisms in the soil that are essential for the well-being of the plants and the life-sustaining qualities of the soil. That's the efficient part. Now let's talk about your irrigation. We've provided a checklist that will help you inspect your irrigation system and make sure it's in the best operating order if you're not planning to install our irrigation design. The checklist will show you what to check on both sprinklers and drip and tell you what to do about issues you may find. Now that we've shown you the design for the most efficient irrigation and provided you with a checklist for making sure your irrigation system is optimized, let's get you on track for creating accurate irrigation schedules. The first scheduling resource I should offer you is the WaterSmart Yard website for the City of Santa Rosa. They make great irrigation scheduling recommendations there. Another good tool is the When to Water web application. This app is super user-friendly and will help you generate weekly irrigation schedules for any time of the year. I hope I've shown you how to use less water in your garden while lowering the risk for wildfire and providing for healthy, robust, and thriving plants. And we hope you use our turf exchange rebate program to make it happen. We'd like to share in the success of your garden. So we urge you to check out the beautiful low water planting plan we've provided for you and apply it to your own yard. The result will be a more interesting and aesthetically pleasing garden for you to enjoy and be proud of. And our precious water supply will surely benefit.